Hello, story time again. Well, story time for the first time with me, Nick, username Inc. Nick, preferably. Um, I have a story about a friend that I met in elementary school, probably I think in first grade. I did not write this story down, so I'm gonna spend a few seconds at a time thinking about what happened. I know what happened. I just need to remember it because I forget things a lot. But the story time part 2 with me again. Yeah. Uh, I in elementary school I had no friends. Everyone I was an overachiever in elementary school. I always did my homework before it was due because we'd get weekly assignments and I would turn them in on Tuesday. And everyone was just mean to me, said I knew everything, and then a new kid came to school. He did not talk to anyone. Everyone would say hi to him. He did not say a word back. I walked up to him because he was playing in the dirt next to a tree. I walked up to him, said hello, and I asked him if I could play with him because he'd be a pretty cool friend. One person in the whole entire school talking to me, that'd be pretty cool. He said sure. We kept talking and just kept talking all day. Next day, week. In second grade, we're still friends. Everything's going well. He starts to like this girl. She eventually finds out because someone blurted it out during class. Not me. Someone else. And that kind of messed him up, got him pretty upset. And he came to me, which was pretty nice. The one person that cares about me in the whole entire school actually does care about me, and I care about him. Third grade, because my parents split apart in 2008, third grade, and so I'd be at home alone for a good 4 to 5 hours after school, waiting for my mom to pick me up and take me to her house. The house that I used to live in, no one else lived there anymore. I would be there 5 hours a day, doing homework and waiting to be picked up. I did not feel comfortable at all in that house. So I eventually started going over to his house, and we would play games. There was a trampoline. I met his little sister, who was amazing, and it was great. A few months after that, though, we were walking home from school together, because we lived maybe half a mile away. We lived half a mile away from school, and we were crossing the street. He didn't hear me when I told him to stop and not go in the street, and someone ran the red light. Ran a red light because we were crossing the street, and I tried to jump into him and push him out of the way from the car, but instead we both got hit, and he eventually passed away before the ambulance could get there and help him. It was devastating. I'm just really glad that his little sister wasn't there, because it would have been even worse for her. After being with them for a few minutes, the ambulance came, took him away, and I was told to go back home and just forget that it ever happened. But how could I forget, honestly? He was my best friend. He was my only friend in all of elementary school. And he's just dead. Well, his little sister took it even worse. She she came to my house a couple days later, my house that I stay at for 5 hours, and she was really upset. Her parents were arguing, and she was just not in the brightest of moods at all. And she even came to me, and that just made me feel even better about just meeting him. And she said that she wants to leave. So I told her to get ready, and the next day we were going to leave. Just leave the area, leave her family for a little while, and we eventually went to Kelby Park near my house, and we stayed there for a while. First week, I made sure she did her homework. I always did my homework because I liked it for some reason, because I was insane back then, and I'm still a little insane, but we would just stay there and do homework, talk. One of my friend's dads works at like an Albertsons or a grocery store nearby, so we would go there and we'd get some food, some water, and it was pretty good. No one bothered us, but kids at school bothered her a lot. They asked why she smelled funny, because she didn't take any showers, because there is no shower at a park, at this park at least. And she did not like that. She told me, and I like defended her. I asked all my teachers if I could follow her throughout the school day and go to all of her classes, and they said sure, because they know that I'll do my homework and that I already know most of the stuff that we learn. So I would sit in the back of the classroom doing my work and making sure no one bugged her. And when someone did bug her, well, the only time that someone bugged her, I hit the kid pretty hard. And I was sent to the principal's office, and she came with me, and we just, after that, we ditched school constantly, just so that she wouldn't be hurt anymore. It wasn't really a very sad story for once, probably because I've told it a couple times now, but it usually is pretty sad to me. Storytime part 2 with me. Tell me how it went. Okay. I really still am new to this whole entire thing. I'm not good talking or talking to cameras. It's kind of weird getting no response. But have a nice day. See you around.